Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is RainbowDave and this is a dual purpose channel update because apparently this is just the done thing on YouTube this side of every year. So let's go through kind of why I'm doing this first. Obviously the first reason is to give you guys a bit of an update on what I'm doing with the channel. In the coming weeks and months it could take a while to do this, but the second reason is to give you a bit of a taste of what's to come around the channel in 2019. This video is scripted even though it might not seem it, mainly because I don't want to end up going off on weird tangents that lead nowhere and just kind of derail my train of thought into outer Mongolia somewhere. Also, it's scripted so that I can actually remember what I want to talk about instead of sitting down, getting most of the video recorded and then just completely forgetting what I wanted to talk about in the first place. That always annoys me, and yeah, I'm sure it gets on the nerves of some of you guys too when I do that. Now, scripting videos like this means that I can get everything out in one go, and that I don't have to do a secondary video or bring it up during a stream or something in the future. So it just makes life easier. It's a one-stop shop. Anyway, on to the actual update and the plans that I actually have laid down. There are probably more that I haven't, but I don't know about those yet because I haven't come up with them yet. First things first, streams are going to continue as normal. Tuesday to Sunday almost guaranteed, with exceptions being if there's something major going on in my personal life, or I need to go somewhere, or there's some sort of issue with my computer or internet again. Monday is going to kind of stay as my official day off stream-wise, so don't go expecting to see streams on Mondays, but I might go, like, randomly go live on Twitch on a Monday or any other point if I got time. The times are going to stay mostly the same. I'm pretty happy with that. The big change, I guess, that's going to be happening on streams is I actually want to change the amount of farm sim I do. And it's not going to be a scheduled, like, I'm going to not play farm sim on this day, or I'm going to play it on this day. No. I'm gonna, like, randomly decide to do some Euro Truck once Pro Mods allows Baltic Sea, or beyond the Baltic Sea, which I don't have yet, but I will buy, or ATS maybe, though I'm not really gone on ATS, mainly due to the lack of trucks. I might do them instead of farm sim. But on the Twitch note, going back to that, I do plan on doing more Twitch. I know that I've said this for the last, I think, 2 years in a row now. But I hope to do that a bit more. Possibly, probably, mainly on X-Plane. So if you like flight sims, it's a good place to go. Twitch is going to remain non-PG. It's going to be a place I go to chill stream. And I don't really want to worry about what I say during the streams on there as much as I do on YouTube. And trust me, I do worry a lot about what I say on YouTube. Twitch streams will be just completely at random and completely dependent on me actually having the time to stream on Twitch. New series. Shall we go for a new series announcement? Yeah. I think we will. I mentioned in the stream I managed a few days ago. I mentioned this, but just so it's officially in the channel update. And this update itself being scripted might give you a hint. I plan on doing a few more scripted videos as part of a semi-regular series. These are going to be on random topics that normally would like be a random rant during a stream, or like me going off on a weird tangent somewhere. But instead of me just being angry or just nattering on for half an hour about something, I'm going to take note of what I want to talk about, do some research, or at the very least write down a script, and come back like a few days later, maybe even a week later, with a fully thought out video about whatever topic it is. That it might be short, might be long, might be, you know, it might be 2 minutes long, it might be 20 minutes long, it might be an hour long. But I'll at least have the correct information, I'll at least have my thoughts somewhat in order. Right now I've got when I wrote the script, I had 2 videos planned. It's kind of ballooned out to about 4. One script is nearing completion. The others, one I haven't even started yet. One I'm probably 2/3 of the way through, and one's halfway done. Don't expect them to come out weekly or even monthly. They're going to be things that I want to talk about or feel that need to be spoken about and spoken about well. So there might be large gaps. I know that I've got a lot kind of ready to go right now because I've come up with a bunch of ideas of stuff that I'd like to talk about. But don't be too surprised if like there's none for like 3 months or something. In terms of existing series, and one that I forgot to do over the Christmas break, Project Cars. That's staying. That's going to continue. Some of you guys know that I loves my virtual racing. Can you keep that up as a weekend series? So Saturday and Sunday videos will be Project Cars. Despite missing this past weekend out due to me forgetting to record far enough ahead to give myself a Christmas break from recording, then just completely forgetting to record on time to get them out last weekend. The plan is that that's going to return this coming weekend with the conclusion of the Karting World Series thing. And then I'll figure out where to go from there. Kind of have thinking right now Formula Rookie, maybe some Tier 5 stuff, maybe Genetic Juniors would be kind of cool. In terms of farm sim videos, because this is kind of a farm sim channel, they're going to be making a comeback once Marvel's out. So I'm going to continue my little break from farm sim videos. For now, I do need to put Stream Archives live, I've just remembered. But, you know, once Marvel's out, or, you know, there's another major map release in the meantime that just grabs my attention. Riverview is good for streams. I don't want to do videos on it, though. But, you know, that's where my thoughts are right now. Hopefully, there are a good few maps in the pipeline. I have no idea if there are, but I'm hoping there are. Because I'd like to get some of my favourite series back going. Including Insanity, because I do enjoy the idea of the Insanity Challenge, and I will tweak the rules a bit, because I think it needs a bit of fine-tuning for FS19. I think the 17 version was pretty spot on. The 19 version needs a bit of tweaking yet. And as well as that, I want to bring back the roleplay with all the characters. All of them. Except maybe Bubba, who... he might show up, but he might be a silent character, because that voice is terrible. But roleplay will return as soon as I find a map that I feel I can roleplay on. And there is going to be a series returning that there's been a lot of noise made about this one. You guys want to see a series return from FS17. So, much as it pains me, the crowdsourced challenge is going to return at some point. Maybe not soon, but it will return. In terms of multiplayer, I want to talk about multiplayer real quick. I'm going to aim for 1 multiplayer stream a week. There's 2 reasons behind this. One is to reduce the stress in terms of managing the server, stuff like that, because it is kind of stressful to stream, make sure stream's running smoothly, avoiding trolls, getting thumbnails, which I'm bad at lately. You've seen all the repeated thumbnails. And it just causes a lot of stress, because I'm trying to do 6 different things at once, and it just stresses me right out. And oh yeah, the second reason was the thumbnails thing. I am also this is kind of something a bit better, considering doing these streams on the weekend, so a Saturday, maybe a Sunday, and potentially starting them an hour early, but finishing it at the usual time. So having 3-hour multiplayer as opposed to 2, so that you guys get a decent bit of multiplayer. Don't have any plans really nailed down though, so that's kind of all subject to change. But before I go, and this is we're coming up to the end. Oh no, we're not. Good lord. I wrote a very long script for this. Before I get on to the final couple of topics, I actually want to talk about 2018 and this is kind of, well, this is the final topic really, but it's a long one. It's got a few subtopics. I want to look back at 2018 to kind of look at what I did wrong and how I can improve in 2019. This is the bit that I want comments on. I want you guys to help. If you feel like I can improve something about how the channel works in general, leave feedback, suggestions, complaints, whatever the hell in the comments. I'll probably be quite insulted by some of you, but I'll do my best to take them on board and reflect on them as well. First, and I think this is the biggest mistake I made, I was a bit overly negative on certain stuff during the year, especially like mods and maps. You know, I started, caused, engaged, whatever. I just fed drama in that front when I really shouldn't have. The outcome doesn't matter. The fact is I shouldn't have done it. I really need to remember in 2019, because I do have a habit of forgetting that modders just want to make mods for themselves, and not all of them want to be, you know, Oxygen David or MadXJS, just constantly improving, constantly making some of the best mods out there, and they're just happy making the mods the way that they make mods, and that might not be the way that I like mods. Moving forward, and I've already come up with a solution. The solution is basically I'm just not going to use mods that I don't like for one reason or other. So instead of complaining about mods, I'm going to use mods that I like so that I can find complaints. Same for maps. If I don't like it, I won't play it or force myself to be positive about it. There's a good chance that I'll end up not playing a map you want me to play or not using a mod you want me to use. And it might annoy some of you guys, but I've found, and I think a few of you guys might have found this as well, if I don't like a mod or if I don't like a map, I'm just overly negative about it. I find things to hate for no good reason. So just for the sake of the modder or mapper, or you know, people who are involved in the mod even, I'm just not gonna have that happen anymore. I'm gonna, you know, if I find a mod and I dislike it but don't hate it, I'll kind of keep it off to one side, not use it, but kind of revisit it every so often, use it off camera a bit, and see if I can come up with, I've fall on one side of the fence or the other. I'm not going to just throw mods in and say, hey, here's a new mod. So I might not be on point with mods and stuff. Another mistake I made, and this might sound a bit odd with the next point coming up, but not taking enough time for myself. Little bit of insight into real me outside of YouTube on a day-to-day basis. I have some mental health issues, so yeah, I've kind of alluded to them on streams, making fun of the monetization and stuff on YouTube. So this video is probably going to be demonetized because mental health isn't advertiser friendly. Whenever I take a sanity week, it's not to distance myself from YouTube or the channel or anything, or because I hate YouTube or because I hate you guys or because I'm angry. It's usually because I feel like my mental health is borderline and I've just got overly stressed and I just need to sit down and play games and reduce the stress. And the reason I take a week is because I usually need a couple of days just to kind of get out of the initial stress, and then another couple of days getting myself down to nice and calm. Because sometimes I take the channel and everything around it just way too seriously and just let it all get into my head and stress me out, and I just need, you know, usually a few days, but I take a week to just relax and in a way kind of scupper the channel a bit. And this sounds completely counterintuitive to any YouTuber, is I intentionally let the channel suffer to remind me that it's not everything. Because it like, there's a lot of stress involved with making videos and streaming and all that kind of stuff, and it just gets to me sometimes. It sucks that I get that stressed and that I do need to take breaks every so often. But it is better that I take those breaks than, you know, trying to push through and saying, oh, I'm a YouTuber, I need to make videos and I need to stream, and just making terrible, terrible content. I'm sure some people out there will just claim that everything I do is terrible, and they're possibly right. So here's a bit that's going to contradict what I just said about me sometimes letting YouTube get to my head and me needing to take time to myself. Another mistake I made, and in the script it says my biggest, but I think the negativity was my biggest, and this is kind of my second biggest. Just not putting in the time and effort I should have. Yes, I did just talk about how I get super stressed by YouTube and need to take breaks, but I can't help but think that's part of the reason I got so stressed in 2018 was just that I wasn't putting in the effort and the time that I should have, and the work. Hence the sudden decision to do scripted videos. There is a reason behind this. It might actually make sense to you as, you know, a sane person. If you are sane. If you're sane and watching, hello. If you're not and watching, also hello. I want to get a decent sleeping pattern on the go. Like, I want to wake up before noon. I'd like to turn kind of YouTube while I'm looking for work, and be honest, I am looking for work. Kind of turn YouTube into 9 to 5 so I can get into that kind of pattern of getting up early and kind of going to bed at a reasonable hour. Plus, like, if I turn YouTube into some sort of 9 to 5 where I'm like scripting or working on videos all day, it gives me time off at night, and I can kind of counterintuitively have more time to myself to relax if I put more work into the channel, as well as, you know, having a reason for getting up in the morning. Some sort of vague plan of attack for the day. Even today, like, I woke up late today. It was like 1-ish. I'm recording this at 10 to 4. And it's yesterday for you guys. Yeah, yesterday for you guys I'm recording this. But I kind of woke up and had a plan of things to do, which was nice. Because in 2018 and most of 2018, you heard me saying, oh, I've got to finish the stream now, I've got to do things. That was literally just like, I've got to finish the stream, rush my dinner, and then if I feel up to it, because sometimes I just didn't feel up to it in the evenings, jump into Farm Sim or whatever, record a quick video, and, you know, kind of zero effort it. Just like talk for half an hour and that was it. It's not healthy, because, like, I get up, I stress, because I'm, like, after getting up late, so I rush breakfast, which is usually noodles, because that's easy to cook and fairly quick, and easy to eat, and again, fairly quick. Then I stream for a couple hours, and then I rush dinner, because I've got to record a video, and this is something that's going to take a bit of time to kind of get through and to work through, so you might get some days where I'm, like, really stressed at the start of a stream because I've been waking up late again, or I start a stream late because I've woken up late or something. So you might not notice the change immediately, but the hope is that, like, by kind of mid-February everything will be in place, and that by putting more time into the channel, I'll kind of increase the quality of the content and give you guys more reasons to watch, like, any given video. that's pretty much all I want to cover. You know, if something comes up that I think needs another video, I'll make a script, and I'll do another update in a similar format. I know the whole scripted thing is kind of new to me, but you know, I'll get used to it and I'll learn how to read a script properly. Seeing as like literally 1 out of the however many videos, like I think it's well over 1,000 videos on the channel is scripted. So with how often I think about making a video on issue XYZ, I think it's something that I won't regret, is like writing scripts. Before I go as well, there are a couple of more things that I want to touch on. I do want to thank everybody, each and every one of you guys, for just putting up with me in 2018. Like, whether you were there for the whole year, dipped in and out, only kind of found the channel towards the end of the year, you've really made a difference to how I think about things and to me. Special thanks to the stream mods, the admins in Discord, and those kind of people who put up with a bit more nonsense in the admin room, because they get to see the eternal doubts I have about stuff ever working out, as well as the constant complaints about YouTube derping notifications with me swearing at YouTube constantly, or randomly not letting streams work properly. They also, you know, moderate the streams and keep things going whenever I'm AFK, or asleep, or just not in the mood for Discord. 2018, it might not have been the best year ever, mainly down to my own ineptitude. But I plan on taking 2019 by the scruff of the neck and making it a good year for me, one way or another. However that is, I don't know, but it'll work eventually. I've been RainbowDave, you've been watching what may well have been a long, incoherent word salad of a channel update, which I think it was. Thank you all very much for watching. If you liked, do the likey thing with the like button. If you're new and want to see more, hit the subscribe-a-roo. And do leave comments on what you'd like to see come to the channel, or stuff you think I could improve on, because I'm sure there's people out there with valid complaints. But don't say that I need to change my face. I'm stuck with this, unfortunately. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.